Since 1933, the Budweiser Clydesdales have been the iconic mascots of the American brewer. And over the course of the next couple of days, they'll be visiting several places around San Angelo, including Fort Concho. Ethan Purcell got an up-close look at the impressive horses today and has more.
Standing at about 18 hands tall, or just over 6 feet, weighing in at about 2,000 pounds apiece, all the way from St. Louis, Missouri, it's the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales on the 2026 tour across the United States. Clydesdale trainer Megan Arnold says there's a list of things to check off before they even begin the tour, starting with the horses themselves.
To be a Budweiser Clydesdale, they've got to have the 4 white legs, their signature feathers, a white blaze going down their face, black mane and tail, and then be this dark brown bay color.
And while the horses might all look the same when they're hitched up, she says they most certainly are not the same on the inside.
Some of them like people more than others. Some of them love the attention, others aren't as much into that.
That apparently is not the case for Arnold's interview partner, the gigantic Brody, who appears to love attention. By the time we had wrapped up, he had all but nudged the handler out of the frame, slowly getting his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
As you might expect, hauling the 8-horse team, plus the 2 reserve horses, along with food, supplies, all 10 personalities, and of course the handlers and drivers, is no small feat.
There's a lot of logistics and planning that goes into it.
It takes 3 semi-trucks to do the job, with the whole hitch on the road for about 300 days out of the year. Taking care of each historic horse is a big job too, but one handlers like Arnold know like the back of their hoof.
One day alone, they eat about 40 pounds of hay, about 10 pounds of grain, and roughly 30 gallons of water. They get groomed every single day. We'll run a cuff and brush over them. If they don't get a bath or get rinsed, it just depends.
But what about when it comes to the public's reaction?
It just totally depends on the person. A lot of people have never seen a Clydesdale before. They've just seen it on TV. Brings tears to people's eyes sometimes. Sometimes they get scared of them.
But for today's attendees, like the Castillo family, it was all smiles.
Just to see them like here live in person it's a really cool experience, definitely unique.
I love horses, so I'm really excited to be here and see them up close. They're very different from just a basic horse.
I've always seen them in like books and stuff, but I've always wanted to see them like in person and like be able to see them how big they are.
I just ride the horses.
It's really fun to just be able to work with them, see people's reactions, and take care of them. I love these guys.
Now, if you weren't able to come out and see them today, have no fear. The enormous equines will also be making appearances at ASU's Foster Field on Friday and at a 7-Eleven Stripes gas station on San Angelo's Chadburn Street on Saturday. At Fort Concho, Ethan Purcell, Fox West Texas.